What's up guys, before we get into today's video, Halloween special from Huawei AppGallery. That's right, coupons available for you to save money on your packs every day up until the 31st of October. The link is in the description. Now there is a limited supply of coupons, terms and conditions apply, all the details are there, so click on the link down below and check that out. But right now, we're getting into the action. Let's get it. What's going on guys, it's your boy Worthy Prince coming at ya with another Lord's mobile video, and today guys we're talking rally traps. That's right, check it out, we got a boast from MP $, setting a rally on my rally trap a couple of KVKs ago. Now you might remember that I mentioned that I took a bit of a rough hit on my rally trap a little while ago and I haven't got around to posting it. Well, here we go guys, we're going to go ahead and talk about this. I'm also going to show you in this video a really good rally trap taking some big hits, and also showing you my Worthy rally trap taking a rally in the previous KVK that just happened this weekend, so we can kind of compare the old from the new, okay? So yeah, get ready guys, because there's lots of action in this video. So as you can see, I'm just doing my normal checks, I'm healing my wall, I'm going to put my familiar Trick Star on the wall as well, because I didn't have Anti-Scout on during this, during this little bit here we're going through. I didn't have Anti-Scout on. I thought, you know what, I'll just show them the one familiar, but I actually have got two, so went ahead and put that on as well now. And as you can see, he's loading up to hit me. Now, to be honest with you guys, I've taken some pretty good hits on this rally trap. As you know, this was the original solo trap that became a rally trap and really done some good damage. It took some big hits off some real big players. And this is before the counter research. So you have to remember, there's no counter research out at this stage. This is just a standard rally. So I don't really seem phased by it. My comp is looking good. I'm sitting at around about 200 million might, because this account is built for one rally at a time. You know, it's not built for 2, 3, 4, 5. It's built for one at a time, and sometimes maybe just one, depending on how much damage is done. As you can see, I took a level 60 leader. I've got my reinforcements. As you know, my rally trap is a range reinforcement trap, so I take the tier 4 range. I'm sending back that garrison, because if he does send range and the garrison kills the buffers, it will make my tier 2 infantry come out in front, and I don't really want that. I want my tier 4 front line to take the damage, because that's going to be strong enough to hold up. I mean, it has been up until today, right? Hit the real gear on, as you can see, pretty saucy gear and jewels. I go to pull into the forest as the rally starts walking. I get auto kicked out the forest and I'm on fire. 167 million down to, look at that, down to 167 mil. What? I take a look at the report and I'm like, what the hell is this? Like 1.1 million wounded, okay, and then 1.4 million red deads on top. Now this must have been a counter, right? Even without counter research, this had to have been a counter. Well no, this was just range on range. So to see this much damage was quite frightening, to be honest. I was like, I've never seen anyone do that much damage to my rally trap before. It kind of shocked me a little bit. There's the familiars. I mean, okay, there's Blackwing and there's the Bumblebee as well. No Griffin, it's the Trojan one or something. I don't know, the Sorcerer one, the one that gives you the HP boost. But still, like, this guy's not a champ player. This is just your regular mythic rally lead. Doing that much damage is insane. And look, not only damage on the Glads, but damage on the Reptilian Riders as well. I was a little bit shocked, to say the least. That's all I can. And look, WTF. That was my response when I saw that one. I've never seen anyone do that much damage of a range blast before. Something definitely went wrong there. I don't know what it was. I'd like to say I wasn't in War Talents, but that wasn't the case. I was ready for that rally. Really ready to go for it. So I have no idea at all. But what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a rally from the previous KVK. I've done some work on my rally trap. But before we get there, I'm going to show you a very successful rally trap in TWK, taking a hit the other day from this guy, 1TK, Big Man 47. And here he is, Mr. Ductor. He's 415 million might, which, you know, for a rally trap, that's pretty thick for a rally trap. But I mean, he is a bit bigger as far as troop comp goes. and he is looking to take hits from people like Big Man, so we're going to see what he does. 8 billion Big Man. Obviously the 8 billion isn't really much of a show of strength, it just means he's got too many troops. And it costs him 90 scrolls whenever he migrates, that's pretty much it. But here comes Big Man, and he's going to be rallying now, and is it going to burn? And no, he doesn't, he smokes Doctor. Very nice indeed. And that leader has been capped. Awesome stuff. In the prison he goes, chomping down on some milk and cookies. So yeah, good stuff from Doctor. I mean, that's a real nice hit from him. So yeah, good take. A really good take. It's always scary when these 11k champion guys start rallying you, should I say. But he done a really good job there holding it together. Now, they're not going to sit back and allow Big Man to just chill there. They're going to try and rescue the leader back in a moment. There's the gear he hit him with. I mean, that's pretty solid for infantry. I mean, 4 pieces of champion mythic, 3 cups. Oh my goodness. There's the report. Not much damage at all. Inf on inf, which surprises me. I mean, okay, he's got more troops than me. I think my gear's a bit better than Doctor's. But you know, I still can't get my head around it. How the inf on inf hit here doesn't do much damage. You can see the familiars are there also, but this time Griffin as well. So both the bunny, the Holy Terror, and the Griffin, plus the shield familiar. Very nice familiars. It's pretty much how I set my infantry blast up there. And he's got the 3 familiars on his wall. Okay, so he's got the extra HP buff. But as you can see, he just takes the damage on the front line, and then the familiar damage, which was quite a lot actually, on the sharpshooters because it's a counter inf on range. But still, I was kind of like, well, hang on. Your front line held up, mine didn't. You've got a bigger front line, fair enough. Let's see how he goes against this guy. Core first 777. Of course, they're going to come for a rescue mission and try and save his leader. As you can see, Doctor's porting away, and we're going to port over and give him some reinforcements. Let's go ahead and chuck the infantry in. Starting to make me wonder whether or not range reinforcement traps are a thing of the past now. Infantry reinforcement traps seem to be able to hold up a lot better still, even with the new counter updates that I've seen. And by the way, guys, these rallies you're seeing here from Doctor, this was after the counter update, I think. Maybe the Jade Worm at least. Anyway, possibly not the Chronicler, but definitely the Research and the Jade Worm, I think. So yeah, I mean, infantry reinforcement traps in general seem to be holding up a lot better than the range ones right now. Obviously, Cav ones, do at your own risk. you get range blast on a Cav reinforcement trap, it's game over. I wouldn't recommend that at all. But the range ones generally were pretty good. What it was before, as you can see, this infantry reinforcement trap here is a big one, but it's doing a really good job of holding off these big guys. We're getting ready to launch from core first, 777. He's got a few seconds to go. I'm checking his gear because I want to see what's coming. I'm on the call here. Want to be able to shout out what's going to be coming towards him. As you can see, he's not showing his hand just yet. Pretty good poker player over here, Mr. Core First. I have another look. Still hasn't changed. The rally goes zooming. I want to see the rally hit. So I'm going to go click on Doctor's Castle. And straight away, you can see there, it's been capped. Okay, so the leader's walking back. That's rally number 2 in succession that he's taken from 1TK. Very, very nice. And he went Cav. He changed his gear very quick. He went Cavalry. So this time he's been countered. And you can see the difference. You can definitely see the difference. 2.3 million this time. So that was massive compared to before. 1 million red deads. 1.3 million wounded. So yeah, the counter definitely doing a lot of damage. You can see it wiped out 1.5 million of the front line. And 774,000 reptilian riders. A little bit less on the familiars this time because it's cav on the familiars. So yeah, I mean overall though, still that's a pretty good hit. It's still a pretty good hit. He did take a bit more reds than he would have liked, I would imagine, but still, it's still a really nice one. And yeah, you can see at the chat at the top there, new research is a bitch. It must be after the new research. Okay, so bearing that all in mind, seeing someone doing it a much higher might than me, I'm going to go again in this KVK that's just gone this weekend. 217 million might. Yeah, I've gone up 17 mil. It's not a massive jump, right? But yeah, I went up 17 mil. Now, this guy here on the right is going to go ahead and send a little march at me. We've got some cavalry and some siege coming at me. Okay. Now, I kind of figured that these guys probably knew that I was some kind of trap because I was following them around. But also notice the fury counter on the right-hand side. Yes, guys, I am in fury. With SGR, small SGR, and A83 near me, I'm in fury with 11 minutes on the counter. Pretty risky stuff, I have to say. If a double rally was set on me right now, I'd be in big trouble. But they didn't do it. They didn't do it. Instead, they kind of just sat there looking, and then Tailor Made walked in. This guy is a pretty thick guy. He's a full mythic rally lead. He's got good kills. He's got good might. He's got really good gear. I kind of figured when he put it in, potentially I was going to get rallied. He comes at me with a solo march first of all. You see I'm sitting in my free-to-play gear. He hits me with a solo march. I check out this hit first of all, see what he's up to. And, you know, it's a full 3-7-4-5 march. And I look at this. This right here is trying to get a report. He's basically sending every troop available to me with siege and stuff, trying to get a walk back to see if he can get a report. Obviously, I've got a lot of troops, so he's not going to get a walk back on that. They're all going to die. But you can see my comp here. I have boosted my tier 2s this time. 3.1 mil, cav and infantry. And I've taken the tier 4s up a notch as well. So I'm hoping that with the increase of tier 4, the increase of tier 2, I am going to see a much, much better result if this guy decides to rally me. Well, of course, it didn't take long after he didn't get no march back. And knowing that I'm in fury, for him to go ahead and set that rally. He's probably setting his stats and stuff now. But yeah, a few seconds later, he went ahead and set. I put it around a little bit to make it look like I was scared. And then I put it over to the forest. Just to stop any other tracker rallies that other people might have on me at all, if I burn, you know, because I don't want that. And seeing the last rally I took on this account was the burn from Boast. Obviously, I was a little bit nervous, even though I have boosted my troop comp. I knew, you know, with the counter research, etc., that potentially I'm still going to burn at such a low might. Obviously, putting more money into the account and increasing my gear is one option, but I'm still trying to keep it relatively mid-spend, rather than going full mythic, etc. on my gears. So here we go. You can see they're loading up. Now here's one big massive issue I had here. You guys are going to laugh when I tell you in a minute, but it doesn't happen to me very often. But yeah, there was something I did wrong. Not with the rally trap and as such, but something else. But as you can see, he's loading up and I was keeping an eye on it. I was watching all the people putting in and joining the rallies and stuff, and you know, your hands start to shake a little. You get that nervous feeling when you know you're about to get hit. But something happened 25 seconds before he launched. I ran out of storage on my computer. I'm so pissed. My external hard drive was full. But I did get hit and I did cap him. Look at this. There we go. As you can see, I took the hit. 2.4 total losses. 1.4 wounded. 985 red. Now that looks really bad, doesn't it, on my side, but when you actually see the in-depth report, you'll see it ain't that bad at all. It was a really nice take. It was a really nice take. He hit me with infantry, guys. Infantry onto my range front, so he got the counter. And with the might and gear he had, he must have had that counter research done. He must have done. And the worm, possibly. I don't think Chronicler, but definitely some parts of the worm and definitely the counter research done. So I was super duper happy to see that he did this time. It didn't break through my front line completely. Almost. 1.5, 884,000 on the Reptilian Riders. So the familiar damage was still quite a lot, but not too much. But this time it actually worked. The account held up, which was really good to see. Obviously, he's got some good heroes as well. Which is nice. Now look, if I just show you my losses, just to finish off here, you can see, look, tier 4 healed straight back. Pretty much all of it. Just a bit of tier 2 lost. But I capped him. Awesome stuff. So the Worthy Rally Trap works, and hopefully I can bring you some more caps in the future, alright? But I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and if you did, don't forget to leave a nice big fat thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and until the next time, stay safe, everyone. And of course, peace out.